What would the world be if nobody kept score? If no one stood counting at the door? If every step wasn't measured out or turned into something to talk about? What would the world be if eyes went soft instead of weighing every fault? If a life could move without a scale and a stumble didn't always fail? What would the world be if grace ran free? No quiet judgment, no tally. If nobody tracked who gave what first or kept a list of who did worst? What would the world be if a woman could walk without every move becoming tall? If a man could fall and still stand tall without the world keeping count at all? What would the world be if love stayed love? No keeping records, no rising above, no silent math behind each care, no hidden weight in what is shared. What would the world be if a laugh stayed light, not broken down as wrong or right? If silence wasn't something to read, like proof of some unspoken need? What would the world be if days just lived, not measured by what was or wasn't given? If kindness came without a mark, left in the ledger after dark? What would the world be if no one saved every moment to replay? If yesterday could stay behind and not be used to shape a mind? Be if truth stood still without being bent to fit a will? If being human was enough without being labeled weak or tough? What would the world be if streets felt wide, not lined with watchers on each side? If every stranger passing by didn't carry a reason why? What would the world be if peace felt real, not something earned, not something sealed, not something grand and not withdrawn?